Hey y'all, it's time to travel from Austin, Texas to Moscow, Russia. And if you're watching this video, just know that it is a small miracle because y'all have no idea how many travel vlogs I've started and then haven't actually finished. Okay, not that much of a miracle, but you get what I'm saying. All right, so starting out the travel day so far, I feel like I'm prepared. I'm about 99% packed. I think I have everything I need, although of course I constantly feel like I'm forgetting something. I think my bags will be the right weight limit. That's the only thing that I'm really concerned about at the moment. And other than that, I think it's just kind of getting ready to really get this travel day started. I'm about 4 hours in right now. I flew from Austin to Dallas, got my checked bag, which just barely made it on the way there. Luckily, the gate agents were very gracious today. Went over to the international terminal, got checked in there, got everything squared away, got the bag rechecked. Now we're back here getting ready for flight number 2, which is the long one to Istanbul. So far, so good, I think. Not really ready to get on a plane for 12 hours, but I don't know that anyone ever is. Looking forward to getting that flight over with, that's for sure. And I will see you guys in Turkey. All right, we are now 18 hours into the trip, but I made it here to Istanbul, and that was a long flight. Happy to have that one over and done with, and the trip is still not close to being over. I have one more flight left, but I have 7 more hours before that flight boards, so definitely going to be killing some time here at the airport. At this point, all is good. I mean, the flight was very smooth. Everything has been on time. I am just ready to get to the destination, ready to call it a day and to just be there at this point. All right, we are now 24 hours in, if you can believe it. If I look exhausted, it's because I am exhausted. My layover is luckily almost over. I've got about an hour left, hopefully. My final flight to Moscow has been delayed by like 30 minutes so far, so I am keeping my fingers crossed that it is not delayed any further. So far, I have chilled out in the, I guess it's called the IGA lounge here. Basically, it's the priority pass lounge. I've spent an ungodly amount of time in this airport over the last year on layovers. The first one that I did, I actually stayed at the hotel that's here. Didn't love that, didn't get the best vibe there. The second one, I didn't do anything. I just chilled out here, didn't do any lounges or anything, and that was not fun. Did not want to do that again. And then this is my 3rd time of having layovers here at the Istanbul airport, and so this time around I ended up getting a travel credit card so that I wouldn't have to deal with foreign transaction fees, and that also had priority pass access. Now I know that priority pass lounges are not all created equally, but I will say the one at the Istanbul airport is pretty nice. I mean, you've got the hookup with food, drinks, private showers, loungers that you can, chill out on. And no, none of this is sponsored. They should be sponsoring me though. But I will say that has been the best hookup that I have seen so far in terms of if you're dealing with an insanely long layover at this airport like I am and like I usually tend to have to deal with whenever I travel back to Russia. So what I'm doing right now is getting some steps in, just trying to walk around a bit because I am preparing to sit on a plane for 4 more hours. 32 hours later, I made it to Moscow in one piece with all of my luggage. Everything's good. Everything has been smooth and on time. I genuinely do not know how I'm awake at the moment because I can barely keep my eyes open. So I'm going to get some rest and then I will check in with y'all again before I actually post this video when I'm feeling a little bit more human. It is now Monday morning here. I wanted to record the conclusion to this video after I had had some time to actually sleep and to get a little bit adjusted. Although the jet lag is definitely catching up to me now. But I did take some time on Sunday. I slept for 8 hours straight as soon as I got in. And then I went, and some of you will laugh at me for this, but those who get it, get it. My first stop whenever I got up and got the day started was to go and to get my nails done. And that's mainly because the nail girl that I see here does the best manicures ever. I've never had my nails last that long anywhere else. So I went to see her first and then met up with a friend, and we actually walked around the city center, walked about 6.5 miles, which I definitely needed after a couple of days of traveling and sitting in airports and airplanes and all that. It's been a good start so far. The hotel room is great, and I say that partially because if you've watched some of my life in Moscow videos previously, I think it was part 2, I was talking about how whenever I first got here 1 year ago, last June, the hotel situation was not great, and all of the ways that I think at the time just not really knowing how to deal with that, being so out of my element and so new to everything and not really knowing what to expect. And so it's actually kind of cool to come back here a year later and to get to be in a position where I'm more familiar with the area. You know, I have things more figured out. I'm not as stressed as I was when I was here a few months ago, kind of getting everything together and trying to figure out my situation. So it's been really nice to be back so far. I think just being back here about a year after I initially moved here, it's really reminded me just how much I have learned and grown over the last year or so. You know, all of the challenges and at the same time all of the great opportunities that I've gotten to go through. As you can see, it's a little bit windy here. Definitely the sun is out and it is so nice. I was trying to explain to some of my friends back in the US that here when the sun is out it feels hotter than it would in the US. So right now the official temperature is around like 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 13 degrees Celsius, but with the sun being out it actually feels a lot warmer than that, or at least than what I would consider that temperature to feel like. So grateful for that. Probably wearing one jacket too many, but again, I'm still getting used to all of the things. So my plan for today, as you can see, I'm out walking around at the moment. I am about to head into work. Definitely grateful that I took the day yesterday to kind of get settled and was able to come in a day early, because if I landed at 5 o'clock this morning, I do not think that I would be ready for work at noon, that's for sure. So ready to go back in and just kind of get back on that normal schedule. So the plan is to be here for the next few weeks. If you're watching RT, then you will see me there, especially over the next 5 days. And other than that, hoping to film some more vlogs, some more walk and talks, kind of like this one. Let me know what you guys want to see while I'm here. And also, if you have any recommendations for me to check out in Moscow in June, let me know that as well. Thank you for tuning in to my long marathon travel vlog. And if you want to see more content like that, also let me know. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are in the world, and I will talk to you soon.